Today we're going to be pruning some of our fruit trees. We already pruned quite a bit of them around, but we got to get to this section here. We got an orchard right here with some cool trees. We got some Multi-Graft plum right here. We got Jujubes, we've got quince, we've got hybrid plums, we've got almonds, we've got cherry, we've got raspberries, blackberries, a bunch of cool trees. So what we're going to be using is this regular pruners, and we've got hydrogen peroxide. So the hydrogen peroxide is to sterilize the pruners. And what we're going to do, you can either do this in a sprayer, or this has a little spout on it. So I'm just coating that, kind of working it in, making sure the pruner is working on both sides so the pruners are nice and sanitized. And you can be done with that. So what we're looking at, of course, first we're going to hit this. That's no good. Out the way. And now we're looking for shape and height. So we want to reduce height, we want our shape, and we want to get rid of overcrowding. So we're going to hit this branch right here. If you try to come in with your pruners where they can get the tightest, or when you're trying to eliminate a branch. So we're trying to get rid of some of these middle branches. Right there, okay. This one is pointing towards the inside. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right here, we're going to move our tag. So I actually want to get rid of that branch. So what you want is kind of an open vase shape. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow the sunlight and airflow to get to the middle. You do not want moisture sticking in the middle of your trees and your leaves and your fruit. That's going to promote disease. So we're getting rid of all the branches that are facing towards the middle. And then, see if we get a little bit more of those. Try to get rid of some of our height here. So you'd want to be picking low. Now these, normally we chop them down pretty low right when we get them. This is a multi-graft tree. Did not do that. Plus also we're going to have birds on the ground in here, so we don't want branches down low in this example. We want our fruit above where the animals can reach, but where people can still reach, because you don't want to have to pick with a ladder. It's a danger, it's a hazard, and it's very inefficient. So we're going to be doing pick your own fruit tree. So we do not want anybody to have to use a ladder. So we're going to get rid of, we don't want any branches this tall. And this tree still has a lot of maturing to do. So we really want to get our tree down a good bit lower than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this branch off right here. I'm going to take this branch off. Now, one thing, when you get, wherever you prune, it's going to go in the direction of your next node. So your node is a place where you can either get leaves or roots. If you are trying to propagate, that could be roots if it's in soil or water. So if we want to shoot it in a certain direction, so like if we want that to go that way, then prune that right there. I want this to come out. And this is all trying to keep our height down because it's going to keep growing. We don't want that where we can't pick them. So trying to find one I like. We're actually coming off this way, like this one right here. When we're cutting at an angle, don't want flat cuts. Like this spot right here. Like this spot. Got too much height right here. Try to open that up. And this is crossing real bad right here, so we don't like that. So I'm gonna want to turn this. So I like this spot right here. And then I kind of like this one because it's coming out, it's not going straight up. I may leave these two alone. Now, we're going to go to our next tree. So we're going to sanitize again. You do not want to spread any diseases from one to the next. So we're going to go to this one. It's another multi-graft plum. Obviously we get rid of this one. See what happened? We had our cows in here and our goats in here for a little while, and they knocked some of these branches off. So first, looking at what is in the middle, what is crowding. So when you do this pruning, like I said earlier, you trying to get rid of some disease, trying to work on your form, and this is going to make your life easier when you go to pick, and can help you have better fruit. So if you got too much tree, then you might end up with really small fruits. Also, this is going to help with stability. If you got a really tall, lanky, skinny tree, that hard wind comes in, it's going to shake it a lot more. So pruning is going to help protect it from really high winds. Like a hurricane, this branch looks bad. So we are in Louisiana, so we do get hurricanes. So that's definitely something you need to be concerned about. Now this one, I'm just hit here. I just tipped this one. Here we got some crossing. Well, that kind of fixed that. I hit this one. Right here. Tip that one. We got a broken branch. Sometimes you can fix some crossing just by moving it over. And we need to get rid of some height on this one. So I'm going to hit this one here. In the early years, you got to really prune pretty hard, try to get your shape right. And then after that, you're mainly just going to be going for crowding and height. All right, that one looks a lot better. Go sanitize. Try to show y'all a different tree. So that one, let's show y'all a Jujube. What we might do on this one. So Jujube, kind of like an apple. Not super sweet, but it's crisp. It's got these little thorns on it too, so I definitely want to get rid of some of this height. I may take this branch off. And I'm going to cut it right here. We need some loppers on some really big branches, but now watch out on those, because those have the thorns. Let's probably go with chopping this right here. Taking this tip that's going up off. And there's some crowding right here. I don't really like this, particularly like this branch. Now watch these thorns. So this tree produced last year, had a few dozen fruits on it. It's a different taste. It's not something you're used to. Maybe not for everybody, but I enjoyed it. Now we need to get this main trunk down. See where we want to do that. Probably take off. Ow. Okay. Now, I do like it being kind of bushy, but this is going really bushy. I'm just going to take, well, I'll probably take it all right here. All right. That's going to be much better. This thing's going to grow like crazy. So whenever you prune a tree, especially when it's dormant, all of the nutrients from the tree have gone into the root system while it's dormant, and it's ready to shoot that out here coming up pretty soon. We're coming up on spring right before you know it. So then it's going to just explode like that, and if you have that explosion on a whole bunch of branches, it's not going to be as significant as when you have a lot less branches. This thing over here is crowded. I believe this is a quince tree. I've lost the tag. It is crowded. I have to go back on one of my other videos to see what variety this is. Definitely, this has a lot of potential as a really good structure here. So we get this cleaned up just a little. This branch looks dead. That branch is crossing over. Let's see here, a little bit of crowding in here. You see it's starting to bud. Try to get some of this opened up. A little crowded right here. Got this dead branch. That's probably from the cow. Some weeds right here. There's a bunch of suckers coming out the rootstock. We'll get to that in a minute. I like to do those last. So you're not sticking your cutters in the soil. Get rid of some of that height. That kind of starting to bush out. This branch doesn't look too good. Might take this whole branch out. It's broken. Then this is crossing over, so we need to shoot that out this way. Got a lot of crossover right here. This branch doesn't look good. Those dead branches out of there. See what we want to do here. Look at this. Got another dead branch. I don't really like this branch. Crowding. Trying to get this thing cleaned up. Starting to open up pretty good. So a quince is like a apple mixed with a pear. It's a European tree. You can multi-graft pears, quince, apples, medlar, the palm fruit. You can also multi-graft peaches, plums, nectarines, apricots, that sort of plants. This is all crossing right here. Alright, so that's a lot better. You got a lot of the height off, got a lot of that crowding. Now we got to tackle this right here. These are suckers from the rootstock. So these they may make a fruit. I don't know what rootstock it is. But most likely it's not the fruit that we want. Definitely would be some other variety, usually selected for disease resistance, for size. So we want to get rid of all those. You definitely do not want to spray any of those. That would kill your tree. Basically, you can just cut them, and then most likely they'll grow back again next year. And you can just keep on cutting them. This one had quite a lot. This weed. All right. This one is much better.